So then I would think, if the reason you chose this story is because it, I understand. You saw how I was doing the whole group, right? That's why I'll be quiet, because maybe... Sometimes it's hard to write and listen at the same time, right? I have to be careful not to talk when you're writing. Okay. So the reason this story is important is because you get to be with people that you're not with very often. Is there one particular part of your Thanksgiving gathering where you sort of feel like it's the most, like where you sort of feel that the most, like it feels the most like you're all together and you're having fun? So it's when, okay. Okay, so kind of like we did the brainstorm when we were on the carpet. I think you want to sort of brainstorm all of the things that, like maybe even imagine what some of the conversation is like when you're eating Thanksgiving. And you can just jot down things that might be things people say to each other. You can write down things that might, like body language kinds of things.
I saw my grandma's mom. I said, "You didn't shoot it because she's been there forever." And it was 11, and like the plug like that. And I was like, "Oops!" It was so funny.
That's perfect. So I love how like you gave me an example of one specific conversation, but it's very much like I can imagine that's the kind of conversation that happens at my Thanksgiving dinner too, right? So it feels very family-like. So you're right. Just keep brainstorming about some of the kinds of things that you've heard or you've done before when you're all in the eating part. And then when you're done with that brainstorm, see, that is going to help you make that part of your story longer. It's not that the rest of the stuff about playing games and making trees, like that can all be there too, but this part, because it's most important, is going to be the longest. Does that make sense? Does that help?
So like, just like our conversation almost.
Some of your conversation. Here, I'm gonna imagine my Thanksgiving dinner with my family and use some of those examples. So I might also include something about Cousin Nick going up for his third helping of sweet potatoes because he loves sweet potatoes, or something about,
You were excited that you had to go swimming for your
let's see, banana pudding is important at our Thanksgiving, and so there'd probably be something about my sister and fighting over banana pudding with my cousin Dawn. So those kinds of things too. Not necessarily only the conversation that you have, but maybe, you know, there'll be ways to work in there too. Some of the foods that are always there. Mashed potatoes. Maybe somebody always spills gravy. You know, anything kind of like that. And again, remember on our list, kind of allow yourself to get away from the exact truth. It's okay if you're just sort of brainstorming, like, what might happen? What kind of things have happened before, could happen? Like, what do I want to say? You're not necessarily going to use every single detail that you write on this page. This is brainstorming, right?
Almost like looking at the story and seeing most of the important parts and
yeah, and for now you're just trying to get all of the stuff down, and you'll get a chance to go in there and pick out which ones feel important later. That work? All right.